Chelsea's deal for Samu Omorodion from Atletico Madrid has collapsed, and now Chelsea are in talks to apparently purchase Joao Felix, because if Chelsea don't purchase Joao Felix, the Conor Gallagher deal could collapse, which is homegrown profit for Chelsea, and in turn, the Julian Alvarez transfer could also collapse. This is an unbelievable domino effect that is unfolding at our hands. This club is mental. Chelsea Football Club. It's the most mental football. Imagine not being Chelsea, but at the same time, right, we line up this £35 million striker, Samu Omorodion. Everyone's asking questions like, who is this geezer? Who is this guy? Who has seen this guy? We've already got Gui there, we've got Jackson there, we've got Nkunku there. What are we doing here? Why don't we sign an established one, an Aussie man, if we are going for a striker? No, we're getting a young one. Okay, whatever. This collapses, and now Chelsea in talks to bring back Joao Felix. Now, make no mistake, I didn't mind Joao Felix in his time at Chelsea. Is he wasteful? Is he someone that looks like he has all this amazing potential and can't quite put it together? Yeah, I mean, that's Joao Felix all over. That's Joao Felix at every club and country he's even been at. I mean, the Euros typified what Joao Felix is with that penalty miss. But you do like him. He's talented. He looks like he could be a player, but he just hasn't really put it together. So he's a bit of a worry in that regard, and the fact that we're apparently going for him. But what is the... It feels like it's just a case of, oh, we really want to sell Gallagher, we want to sell him, so we'll just take Joao Felix off your hands. Like, what? How is this all unfolding? Apparently, Samu Omorodion has collapsed because of contract issues. So, we didn't even have that sorted when setting up the deal. I mean, surely, I always think this, whenever you see a deal collapse because of personal terms, is that not something you've sorted? Surely the player and the club kind of know, like, we're going to do this, you guys just talk club to club, sort that, and the rest will just follow suit. The fact that this has collapsed, it kind of feels like last year when Chelsea were linked with Tyler Adams and he ended up going to Bournemouth. And there was a here we go on that. Fabrizio, here we go on that. We had a here we go on Samu Omorodion. And now they've both collapsed. We are the most mental club. There is never a dull moment at Chelsea. Chaos and Trophies FC, with less of the trophies at the moment. But, like, I just can't get over this. Like, what? Why? How? How does the deal get that far that it's collapsing on the brink? And that would mean your sale also collapses. And supposedly also potentially Alvarez too. So that would do City over and do Atletico over. This come up on their phone. They've gone, what? What do you mean I'm not signing? We've done all our medicals and everything. We've agreed everything. I'm probably looking at some houses. I'm looking at places to rent for a bit. I'm looking at places in Madrid. I'm enjoying the tapas. And now this is happening. What do you mean? I mean, for Joao, it's probably right. He's like, I didn't mind London. I mean, I was at Barcelona last year, but I was alright in London. They went for Nkunku in the end, so they didn't want me afterwards. It is what it is. Because I know it was quite a mixed response when it comes to Joao Felix. A lot of fans really didn't rate him at Chelsea, and some fans did. I was in the camp that I didn't mind him. You know, he still bagged goals even in crappy Potter football. But he was one of those players also that would do an amazing dribble, nutmeg a player, and then it's like, right, put your head up, make a good decision there. And he wouldn't. He'd want to like keep beating people and score a wonder goal. So I can understand the frustration in that regard, but he's obviously a talented footballer, like no doubt about it. I mean, even the goals he scored in the 6 months at Chelsea, there was times where he hit the bar, hit the post, whatever. He's a decent player. There's no way he was in our plans because we got him on loan, we didn't sign him, and then a year later, we're going to sign him because that would definitely mean Gallagher's gone. Like, and they're like, these owners are looking at Conor, they're like, you need to go. That is all they're thinking at the moment because. To be considering this is just bizarre, but it wouldn't happen to any other club. It just would not happen to any other club. And I know Chelsea are a weird one. I've supported Chelsea my entire life. You know, that's over 20 years of like properly remembering Chelsea and everything, and they never cease to amaze me. Like they always manage to find a way of just having your mind absolutely blown by the sheer chaos going on. And this is just another footnote in a chapter of never-ending chaos and hopefully never-ending trophies. I suppose they are never-ending. When's football going to end? It'll be going long after I'm here. But for me, this is just so bizarre. It's so left field. Like, how? And what does this mean? What if Chelsea don't want Joao Felix? What if Chelsea go, oh, well, we didn't want him last year, so why would we want him this year? What happens then? Do we force our hand in making the contracts work with Samu? It sounds like it's collapsed. Because realistically, I'm sure there's a bit of disagreement when it comes to contracts. You're trying to sort wages, trying to sort whatever. But the fact that it's all announced that it's collapsed means it's got to a point of no return, right? It's got to a point where club and player have looked at it and gone, nah, we're good. So I don't know what it means for Chelsea. Who else could you look at as a player to bring in from Atletico? Is that what we're going to sort? Is it a case of, well, Zhao's the only other one we'd take and you want to get rid of him? You scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours. Because Chelsea obviously look at selling Conor Gallagher to Atletico as a case of their back being scratched. That was what they planned to do, and they were thankful for Atletico for doing it. So they're continuously driving that home and being like, okay, well, we'll take Joao off your hands. But I mean, if it were to happen, is it an exciting transfer? Somewhat. We've seen Joao at the club. We just didn't think there'd be a year gap between that. But is it also a transfer that signifies a lot of chaos going on at Chelsea? Yes. Is it a transfer that shows a lack of strategy? Yes, because you'd have signed him a year ago, wouldn't you, realistically? Even if, I don't even think that would have been a bad decision. I think going into the summer, a lot of fans would have thought, we should sign Joao, I like Joao. So that's not so much the issue. It's more the fact that you made your statement in not signing him. Unless maybe that was just Poch's word. Were they backing him that highly? I don't know about that one. So I don't know how to feel about this. This is a whirlwind of adrenaline that I'm feeling at 10 p.m. 11 p.m. It's later than that. It's just, my head's been put in a blender by this, as Chelsea so often do. Especially, this is the anniversary of when Liverpool were hijacking Caicedo. And if Chelsea fans, everyone can remember that day, of your head just being put in a blender of we've spent all summer chasing Caicedo and you're meaning telling me Liverpool have just come in and nicked him. Are you having a laugh? And we got that done in the end. So is this a case of we're going to get that done in the end? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Like I said, Zhao's a talented player. I don't really see where he fits in. So I don't get that. So I think you could make better transfers. I'm confused as to how much Atletico Madrid want Conor Gallagher if they're willing to pull out of this deal. Is that just a financial thing? Is it a case that they're going to have to pick and choose between Gallagher and Alvarez? Is that what it's going to be? I don't know. Was the Samu Omorodion profit that key in supplying for both those deals? Potentially. I mean, that would imply that, wouldn't it? So, yeah, I feel like everyone's heads are in a bit of a blender with this one. Joao Felix at Chelsea. I mean, everyone remembers that Fulham debut, but I was there at West Ham away when he scored that goal from the Enzo pass. Like I said, there were nice Joao Felix moments. But is this it? Is this really... There's nothing coherent about a strategy here. This was never the plan to shine Joao Felix. Well, it wasn't, was it? They were buying Samu Omorodion. I've got good at pronouncing his name, by the way, in this video. I've said it about 50 times. But yeah, there's no plan in place to be signing Joao. If you're pulling out of Samu, not like that, and you're going for a Victor Osimhen, okay, you've gone, oh, you know what, we've got Gui, we've got Jackson, we've got some younger ones, let's get a more experienced one. Okay, at least that makes sense. If you're pulling out of it and you're going, yeah, but we really just want to sell Collar, so we'll just take someone else off your hands, I don't know. Is that the answer? Or is there not, I don't know, maybe Oblak? Can we ask for Oblak? I know we've got about 9 keepers, but Oblak's a really good one. Oblak will feel a big upgrade on any of the keepers we got. So, you know, Winstanley, Stewart, you guys need to speak to me. I swear to God, honestly, I could make your lives a lot easier. I could make Chelsea fans' lives a lot easier without all this chaos, because this is nuts. These lot are absolutely nuts. Imagine how fried your head would feel as a footballer, as one of these footballers. You're just like, what do you mean? I've been sold to Atletico. I've even seen Fabrizio tweeting, "Here we go," with me in that kit. I'm doing my medical, and then this comes out. Mate, I don't know. But I'll have a better idea, I think, when my head's settled, and we'll see some progression. If Joao signs, who knows? If Samu ends up signing, if Conor ends up going, is Conor Gallagher going to be part of the Chelsea squad this season? What a turn of events that would be. What a plot twist. That would be like, that would be like the Sixth Sense. That's nuts. No one would have seen that coming. We've seen Here We Goes for all these players. Like, it's just insane. Absolutely insane. And I'm getting locked up in the insane asylum if you can hear police cars going. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of all this mess. And it is a mess. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe. All that stuff helps me out a lot. I've really appreciated all the love on the channel recently. It's been wicked. And we're in for a big season. And the season hasn't even started and it's already big. It's always big at Chelsea. It's chaos and trophies. That's what it is. So yeah, in a bit, guys. Up the Chelsea.